Right, now we're going to go on to our interview with Steve in the studio this evening. And we're going to be discussing the event that's going to be coming up on Saturday the 17th of September about the youth event that's going to be taking place, actually. So, hi, Steve.
Hiya.
Hiya. Right, if you want to tell us a little bit more about the youth event. You said something about obviously it's kind of about young people showing off their talent, really.
Yeah.
And have obviously expressing a lot, obviously, what's going to be going on with them.
Yeah. Basically, what we're trying to do is organise a youth event, which is going to be the Gloucester Youth Showcase, and it is to promote youth organisations and youth groups within the county. The idea behind it is obviously from our point of view as police officers, we will just be facilitating the event, i.e. just getting the groups together, and the groups themselves are going to promote themselves. This is going to be done in a number of ways. Firstly, we're getting display boards and display stands set up around an arena at Lanthony Priory. We're then going to move on to the youth organisations putting on practical demonstrations and workshops around the arena. And then during the day, we're actually having youth organisations promoting themselves in the arena with the different activities that they do on a weekly basis.
Right, okay. So how did you get these groups together?
Myself and my colleagues, it's the community engagement team at the police station in Gloucester. A number of us work with youth organisations in our own, personally, in our own personal time. After discussing it with my colleagues, it was one of those issues that we wanted to do by bringing the youth organisations together. This was done by emails being sent out and making contact any way that we could. We contacted, the head departments, i.e. of the Scout Association, the Army Cadets, Air Cadets, Sea Cadets. We've also made contact with a number of youth clubs and youth groups that have decided to get involved. We've also made contact with Gloucester County Council and Gloucester City Council for any help and support they could give us to get this up and running. We've had a very, very good response to it.
Oh, right, okay. Where did you say it was going to be taking place?
Sorry, say again.
Where was it going to be taking place?
We're actually taking place at the Lanthony Priory, which is off Hempstead Lane. Okay. It's at the back of the Gloucester College, which is just down by the docks.
I mean, obviously, sometimes I think a lot of young people feel that there's not much going on around Gloucester for them to get involved in. So, was your idea kind of stemmed from that? Was there any reviews or any? Did young people come to you and was like, what can we do in regards to do that?
Yeah, we do get that said to us on a regular basis by young people. It's usually there's nothing for us to do. As I say, being a youth worker and my colleagues being youth workers, we know differently that there is an awful lot to do. Yeah. But you've got to be prepared to find it and go and look to see what there is about for yourselves. We decided there was a better way of doing that by actually bringing all the youth organisations together and promoting them in one place. Hopefully that is going to work. We seem to have a really, really good response to what we have done. All we need now is the youngsters to come and have a look for themselves.
Of course. So are you kind of promoting other youth groups as well? Because obviously you said you found you kind of got the group together from obviously finding out where young people are at kind of thing and bringing them to this. So is it kind of a promotion in regards to where you found the young people from to perform in the first place?
I think a lot of it is that, it's been by word of mouth. We have made contact with a number of youth groups, as I say, by email, by telephone calls and this type of stuff. We've also had our partnership agents working with us, i.e. from the council, from the fire brigade and places like that, who have got contacts as well. And these contacts have, they've just snowballed out and out and out. When one person hears about it, they speak to somebody else and they seem to make contact with us. As I say, we've got dance groups getting involved with us. I think we've got the Peace Project from here. Okay. They're actually involved with us. They're wanting to come along. We've got the Cody Dance Group they wanted to get involved, and this has all been brought to us by Gloucester City Council, who have made contact with us and said these are people that want to get involved as well.
Right, okay. Because they've all contacted you and said they wanted to get involved in that, yeah?
Yeah. These have made contact with us. We've made contact with them, and it's been a two-way event, to be honest with you. We want people to get involved, and we're even happier when people come to us and say we want to get involved.
Right.
It really has worked well.
Okay. I mean, obviously it's good that obviously there's been a communication with you guys in regards to getting this up and running. So how long have you been planning this?
We've had this in the offing for approximately 4.5 to 5 months now. It was a project that myself and my colleagues wanted to push forward, and trying to find a way to actually engage with young people.
Yeah.
As I said, when we hear it that there's never anything to do, it does sort of sit in the back of your mind, well, I know there's plenty to do, and we just needed a way to actually express that.
Yeah.
And I think this is a very, very good way of expressing it.
I think, yeah, it definitely is. Obviously, it's kind of promoting the stuff that there is to do for young people out there, because I think it's sort of, if you don't hear about it more on a wider scale, it's kind of closed off, and it's not, you have to really dig deep to find out what there really is to do, and you have to know people that know what there is to do in order for you to go out there and do that as well. And I think also, obviously for young people, it's a kind of a cost of money as well. So I think if you're bringing something to the table which is going to say, okay, this is free, or this is at next to nothing to pay to get into this, and obviously get yourself involved with that, I think that's a really good idea. Is there just what kind of things do you have on offer for the day? Is it, what kind of different criteria do you have there?
We have quite a bit. We have marching bands actually attending during the day. They're going to be working with us during the day to attract people down to the location at the Priory. We've got kite flying taking place. We've got the air cadets who are bringing an airplane down, one of their gliders. We've got the sea cadets who are bringing a couple of boats down and some canoes. We've got a climbing wall down there. We've got cage football that's going to be taking place. We've got Gaelic football that is going to be taking place. We have got an awful lot going on. Dancing, we've got cheerleaders coming down. We've got 2 or 3 dance groups that are going to be coming down. We have got a ventriloquist coming down, who's going to do a stage show a couple of times throughout the day. We've got a couple of singers. We've got piano players. The list is endless.
Oh, that's brilliant. That sounds great. Is it kind of an all-day event?
It will be an all-day event. We're actually kicking off at 10 a.m. in the morning, and we will be continuing till 5 p.m.
Okay. That's a good, reasonable time to obviously have all those shows on there for everybody to see.
Yep.
I mean, is it kind of everybody welcome? Just not
everybody is welcome. In fact, the more that we get down there, the better we will enjoy it.
Right, okay.
Not only do we want the young people to come along, it would be nice to see some of the parents actually come down with their kids to see what, just what it is their youngsters could be getting involved in, because I think a lot of the elderly people nowadays allow the kids to go and do their own thing, but they don't actually see what the kids are doing.
Yeah.
And it is a very, very good way of encouraging parents to come along, and if the parents want to get involved, I'm pretty certain that a lot of the youth organisations would snap their arms off to get them involved to help out. As I say, it's part and parcel. It can be a family event rather than just the young people attending.
I mean, that's great. I think it's great that you guys went out of your way to obviously put this together for the young people, and it's nice to know that we're kind of the focus at the minute. It's good to know that we're the centre of attention for just that moment, so where we can obviously get out there and see what's out there and what's available to us, because it's nice to know that there's so many different things that's going to be on show for that day, and things that they can get involved in as well, like all the youth centres and the dance clubs, and even learning to play the piano and obviously singing and stuff like that, because it's just generally where to go, because everyone knows that singing lessons and piano lessons cost a buck of money, really. Yep. So if they can ask those singers that are there, or the pianists that are there, okay, how did you start? How much does it cost you? So they can know where to go. So I think it's definitely a brilliant idea, because there's always everyone has to start somewhere, don't they, really? Yep. So I think this is a great place to start from, definitely.
Well, as I say, one of the things that we did do, although we're working it for youth organisations, one of the things that we have done is we have a number of artists that are coming along who are involved in the Gloucester's Got Talent.
Okay.
And they are individuals. They're not attached to any youth organisation or youth group. They've come along because they have taken the time out to do something for themselves. And they are actually a real smart piece of society that, this is what we do, this is what I get involved in. I haven't got time for anything else. I want to do this. And they are, making a name for themselves by getting involved and doing this is because they want to do it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, it's nice to have those kind of role models there as well. Yeah. The fact that they've gotten up and they've started to do their own thing without having to, obviously just they've gotten so far on their own. So it's nice to have other young people there to say, okay, how did you start and where did you start from? And I want to follow in your footsteps. So I think it's definitely a brilliant way to bring this out, really. Have you got any questions, Darryl?
No questions. Just good job, because I always hear people saying, "Oh, there's not much to do in Gloucester," and "Oh, we're bored," and all. I'm like, I don't like. People keep saying things. I hear people say, "Oh, Gloucester is rubbish. There's nothing happening in Gloucester." Let's get mad, because there's a lot. I think there's a lot. Everywhere you go, there's something that is being offered. All you need to do is pay attention. I want it.
It's just having the determination for yourself, really, to say, okay, I want this. Let's work towards it. Along the way, everybody knows it. There's always something or some things that will get in the way to obviously kind of make you have a hiccup in the road and slow you down a bit. But as long as you have that determination to get to where you want to be and have what you've always dreamed of having, nothing can stop you. Definitely not. And I think just having that determination and that fight in you to go for it all the way. It's just a little thing of just doing what you love and figuring out what you want from life and just aiming towards it. And I think if a lot of the young people had that kind of determination, it's all good and well, obviously, knowing what you want, but sometimes it's nice to have that support behind you as well to say, okay, right, I know I want this, but to ask those questions of where do I start from is also a good idea as well. And that's why I think this is a brilliant idea. I do understand it doesn't need a youth group sometimes to be like, okay, come along to this. You got to know what you want. People, adults and everyone can try as much as you want as they want to, but at the end of the day, it's up to you and what you want, really. I think definitely.
And I think this is why the youth showcase is going to be hopefully such a success. It's not aimed at any one individual. The idea behind it is for the young people to come along, have a look and see if there is something there that they would like to get involved in. It doesn't have to be a big youth organisation. As I said earlier, we've got people coming down that have done something for themselves. A ventriloquist who is, he's taught himself. He loves doing what he's doing, and he is very, very good. And I personally think he will go a long way.
Yeah. It's
because
good to
it's
have
something that he wanted to do.
I think it's brilliant to have that passion, definitely, to know what you want to do. And I think no matter where you start from, no matter what you have, no matter what your financial status, as Darryl said before, I don't think it really ever takes money to get to where you want to be in life. You can start, you can find something. Obviously for you guys as well to obviously promote things like that for the young people is brilliant, definitely. It
is a part of what we do as police officers. It is a way of pushing it forward to give the youngsters what they actually need. We want to engage with young people. I'm pretty certain that every police officer I know wants to engage with young people. Hopefully, the more that we can see getting involved in these sort of activities, the less it's going to impact on our job. Of course. They can do something useful with their lives. They can get skills out of life. They can get things out of the youth organisations that you just wouldn't be able to get. I'm a police officer. A lot of that has come about because I was a member of a youth organisation when I was younger.
Oh, right.
The skills that I picked up as a youngster. A lot of young people have got the opportunity to do this type of thing. It's just a case of coming along, have a look and see what is right for you.
So you say you start from 10 until 5, is that correct, yeah?
Yep. We're starting at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning on the 17th. And we're running right through until 5 p.m. in the afternoon.
Right, okay. Do you have any flyers or anything like that's going to be
We
happening around?
have, it's on the internet. If you want to look on the internet, it's Gloucester Youth Showcase. There are flyers on there. We have flyers at the station that are going to be are in the process of being printed at the moment. They will be going out as of Monday morning, and they'll be going into schools, into the shops. Hopefully police officers will have them with them when they're out and about, so any youngsters, if you want one, by all means just ask for one.
Of course.
Go into the shops, go to schools, they will have them.
Right, okay. I mean, obviously that's another great advertisement as well. And also you can ask any police officers that's walking past for a poster, is that correct?
Yep, you should be able to. As of Monday, hopefully we will be getting them to them on Monday.
Okay, that's brilliant. I mean, I think this obviously a brilliant way for you guys to do this. I can't obviously commend you anymore because I just think it's a really, really great idea, definitely for you guys to do this for the young people, and hopefully they'll take it on board. So, thank you so much for coming in today, Steve. Really appreciate the fact you came in, guys. Definitely. You said you got your email address there as well, yeah?
Yeah, if anybody wants to make contact with us at the police station, if you're looking to get involved, or if you're just looking to come along and you need some more information, by all means email me. It's stephen.crown@gloucestershire.police.uk.
Brilliant. You want to repeat that one more time? Repeat that one more time for me.
It's stephen.crown@gloucestershire.police.uk.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for coming in, Steve. You really do appreciate it, and I really hope it's a good turnout. You might see my head bobbing along there in the crowd.
See you there.
You see us there bobbing along in the crowd. Thank you so much for coming in with us and getting involved with our show.
This is the Community Link Show with Carol and all the crew. So just big up all the conscious people, them.